Hello everybody and welcome to another video in this Solo Eve series. In today's video we're going to make explosives. That's right, we're going to blow shit up. I have a lot of the ingredients already here, including some sacks of sulfur. I have some dyed leather hides. We will need wood ash and we'll need more than this. And then we have, of course, niter. Now, to give a little bit of an explanation, the dried leather is quite simple. You kill a cow and you slice it and you dry it. That's basically it. That's how you get dyed leather, and this will take about 5 minutes before you got more dried leather. Then the niter is a little bit more difficult. You need a mine, and that mine needs to be level 2. Also, here's Eerie. Hi, Eerie. Eerie is fixing up the farm. She's making it prettier than it used to be. So she, yeah, if you'll see the farm looking a lot better than it did in the previous videos, that's because Eerie is working on the aesthetic of it. So here we got a level 2 mine. And from the level 2 mine, you can get some random niter every now and then. And this is my third mine that I've mined out. I'm not fully done with this mine yet. And I've got quite a bit of niter since then, just from 3 mines. So, because this is from the first 2 mines, so I got over 3 stacks of niter. I got 20 niter, sort of 21 niter from 3 mines, and then that's not even all of it. So you can get all this niter as well. Keep in mind, once you run out of mines, you might run out of niter. The thing is, once you reach the stage where you get level 3 mines, it is possible to get niter mines. So you can get mines that give nothing but niter, so that you can make a bunch more explosives and a bunch more leather hides and such. So the next step, how do we get started on explosives? It's a combination of leather. You will also need thread, and then you'll need black powder. Now let us prepare some leather. Let's go for 12. Let's try and prepare 12 of these. So we'll lay out 12 leather hides, and it might be a little faster if I just take a whole stack. There we go. Let's just lay them out over here. That is about 9, so let's take another 3. There. And now the next step is you cut them all in 2. And then the next step is that we need to add some thread to it. So easiest way to make thread is to take cotton. And I'm taking 6 cotton. Then using them all on the spinning wheel. And then I'm laying them here on the floor for a second, and then using my shears to make thread. And you'll just add a thread to it. See? Do you see the little thread on top? So you're just adding leather sheets and thread, basically. That's all you do. I'm doing that here as well. Now we're doing that over here as well. So then we have 12 little pouches prepared for our black powder. So how do you start with the black powder? Because there's a lot of ingredients. It's most important that you know the one you begin with, the step you begin with. And that is basically a bowl. And in the bowl you put niter. No, I'm doing it wrong. Water and niter. You need water, not just niter. You need water and niter. Oh, I'm so good at this game, guys. I'm so good. Do you believe that I almost have 4,000 hours in this game and still there's stuff and I'm still sometimes wrong about how to do things? Can you believe that? I can. So you take a bowl of water and then you add some niter in it, and this is now called niter solution. Now let's try and walk over one of these things, right? So they say once you have niter solution, you add wood ash to it, which we have. So we'll just add wood ash. There we go. And now we have dissolved niter and ashes. And if you look here, it says add blank paper. We have a bunch of paper, which we made the other day. So we'll just take our paper. I will add that in the bowl. And I'm just going to show you how to make one. And then after that, you can make a bunch, right? Just to see what the steps are. It's just to make sure you got everything in this area too. So once you put this in here, you use an empty bowl. It says this particular bowl with the paper in it. and then a clay bowl. And then if you pour that in there, this is called saltpeter solution. And here you have dirty filthy paper and an empty bowl. The paper is going to despawn in 1 minute. It's going to be gone. So I'm just putting it out of the way. And then the saltpeter solution will turn into a saltpeter itself, a sort of saltpeter powder in 30 seconds. So if we just leave this on the floor, in 30 seconds we'll get saltpeter solution. We'll just wait a little bit. We'll do this one step separately from the rest. And as you can see, we already got more tanning leather currently, so that's good. We can always make more. And I think the saltpeter solution just turned into saltpeter. Okay, so now it says add a bowl of sulfur to saltpeter. Now we have saltpeter and sulfur. That's great. Then it does say here that it needs to go on hot coals. This is not true. This is not the recipe, by the way. This top one is not the recipe for dynamite. Listen very carefully. We are going to have to add charcoal to it. We need to make black powder, and we make this solution black by adding charcoal to it. So I'm just going to grab some of these. I actually would need a few more baskets to be in a better position. Just checking. I didn't put baskets here. Also, the farm is coming along really nicely, as you can see. Yuri's working her little ass off, but it's going well. It's going well. Okay, some more baskets. And we do have a lot of charcoal here that we made when we were making bricks, and we don't need it. So we're taking this charcoal, and then we're taking some charcoal from this area too. There we go. And we got more charcoal now. Yeah, and so explosives, it all comes together to that phase where you need level 3 mines, you need the blast furnace and the ladle card and the all those things. They're all sort of in the same period in your town that you need to get all these things going. So just take your charcoal, put it on the floor, take one charcoal, put it in the bowl, and now this mixture, we just have to hit it with a round stone. That's it. And once we hit it, we got black powder. There we go, black powder. And now this black powder, you can just put this on your leather sheets and thread like this. And now you need to sew it shut. So you need a needle and a thread. The needle is there, but there's no thread. And the sheep are naked. No, Yuri made herself some new pants, but now my thread is gone. My wool is gone. I should have foreseen this. Hold on, let me just quickly get the sheep some food. I just need, if I can get like 1 or 2 sheep fed, the problem's going to be resolved. So I'll actually feed one of those babies, get a little bit of extra meat. And then come over here, get some more. Now we can actually feed a bunch of them, because while we wait for the sheep to grow, we do have a little bit more berries here that regrow automatically. There we go. Oh, we actually have some piggies in here, domestic piggies. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this wool. We want it. Already used it on the spinning wheel to make it a little ball. And then over here, we'll make a ball and thread. There we go. And now we can sew our explosive. Yay! We did it, guys. So 1 is not a lot, is it? So we'll try and do a few more. Now the thing that we will struggle with is the wood ashes. For that we will need to burn up some wood, and that takes a few minutes before you get ash from it, because it will be coal and things like that. So let us start a bit of a fire. Let's start with 6. I did make extra bowls for this, just so that I wouldn't run out and that I wouldn't run into trouble. So let's just start with 6 of these, and I will do another 6 soon. So we'll start again. So do you remember the first step? Bowl of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we do have 1 wood ash here, so let's go for 7. Then we put all the niter in there. Now also, I could let this fire go out faster if I take some stakes and a flat rock. So I do have a flat rock here. Not stakes, what's it called? Tongs. I don't know if I have any tongs here. I've never used tongs in this area. I've never used tongs in this area. Can you imagine? Absolutely make some tongs though. By the time I've made the tongs, I think the fires will all be out. Yeah, look, they're already going out. There was no point in it, but we got it for next time now. So these fires will need to turn into ashes, and then we need to scoop those up. Let's see, we got 1 more that needs to go in a bowl. And then add this. You add a paper to that one. The other 6 take a while. Then you put that in an empty bowl. The paper will despawn. This is an empty bowl. And this needs 30 seconds to turn into the next step. Also going to move the saltpeter there. And then we'll just prepare a few bowls here to scoop everything up. That's looking good. And is that the same needle and threads? No, it's a different one. Okay. Just making a little bit of room to make it a little bit more orderly for me. I hope you guys can keep up with the recipe. I hope you guys have understood what to do. But yeah, we're waiting for ashes now. There is actually a trick I use in some towns to get ashes more easily, and that is if you have chickens and you have pink eggs. If you boil the pink eggs on hot coals and you remove the pink eggs from the hot coals, they immediately turn into ashes. So there's no waiting, because this is 2 minutes of waiting for this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start firing up the next 6 already. Because we do have the time for it, so let us get the next 6, and in the time that we wait, at least the other will be done. The others will be done. So we're just making a bunch of ashes here. I wish there was a better way to make ashes than this. I feel like it takes a little long. But there you go. The first ashes are coming in here. Good. And we just add them immediately to this mixture that we got over here. There we go. I don't know how long you have to scoop it up. Let me just double check. You have in total 30 seconds to scoop it up. So you don't have a long time. You really need to be in the area. Okay, so we got these. We add paper to it. Have more paper. Over here. Okay. Paper. And then you just put it in empty bowls and toss the paper out every single time. It is an absolute waste of paper. All the paper you made is gonna be gone. You can't use it, you can't write on it, you can't do anything with it. But it's just part of the recipe, so we will accept it. And now those are going to take 30 seconds to turn into saltpeter, and in the same time we can continue with this saltpeter. Add your sulfur, add your charcoal, hit it with a round stone, put your black powder on your leather, and sew it shut. And there you go, 2 explosives. Yeah. And these are now turning into the things as well, so we just add sulfur. Sulfur, 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 wait. Sulfur, sulfur. I might actually miss 1 sulfur at this moment, if I see correctly. Then we add our charcoal. Charcoal, charcoal. Charcoal, charcoal. Charcoal, charcoal. Hit it with a round stone. There we go. And then we have a bunch of black powder. And we do need to scoop up all these ashes here. We don't have the proper water solution prepared yet, but that's okay. I'm just scooping these up. I will use them in a minute. And the black powder is gonna go on top of these. It's 4 explosives. 5 explosives. 6 explosives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we still have this one over here. That's 6. There. And then we still have 4 over here, 4 leather. But we do have 6 ashes, so let's just go immediately for 6. Let's just prepare some more leather sheets. Let's just put those around there as well. Kind of annoying, you can't pick up 2 of them at the same time. So let's add this one. Let's add this one and cut it in 2. Take a thread. We put the thread on top. Need to make some black powder now, but we got 6 bowls of ashes prepared. So let us now prepare 6 bowls of water. 1, 2. Water's gone. It's good that by this point, you know, you have a good setup and know where everything is. So that you're not running around like an idiot when you feel like one item is missing. Okay, we got 6 water. We put 6 niter in them. The niter is in there. We need 6. No, we do need 6 paper, don't we? No, the ashes. I always forget the ashes. Don't know why. Add your 6 ashes. And so far this is going good. We're practically done and the video is only 15 minutes long or something at this point, so we're doing pretty good. Get more paper. This is why I made so much paper at the beginning. Because I knew I was going to teach you guys explosives and I was going to make a lot of it. It's possible we won't need this, but the thing with explosives is that it's kind of RNG what your results are going to be. You might get a niter mine or an iron mine or whatever you need immediately, but it's also possible you need 12 explosives to get the thing you want. The RNG is sometimes really bad for some people, so it's really hard to say. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more sulfur at this point. So we're going to go to where we find sulfur. So in case you forgot where that was in the desert, guys. In the desert, there are sulfur pits. I did empty 2 of them out. Ooh, did I empty all of them out? Oh no, am I out of sulfur? Shock. Okay, hold on. I'm not panicking yet. There is another desert somewhere in this direction, I think, that had 1 pit of sulfur. One hot springs. I'm just not 100% sure where it is. I thought it was sort of, yeah, around here, but maybe not. A lot of snow here. Desert, desert. Was it around here somewhere? Or was it even further this direction? Yeah, there it is. Alright, we got it. So we'll take these 3 as well. Okay. Now I'm feeling a little better. This is also why I collected some sulfur in a previous life already, so you might want to do that too if you don't have a lot of sulfur in your area. So I got kind of lucky. I have 4 sulfur in like 100 tiles around my town. But sometimes you might need to go like 200 and 300 tiles to get sulfur. Also, look at this. Wow. This is turning really big. This is turning very big. Dear Lord, that's big. Okay. It's bigger than I thought it would be. That's what she said. Okay. Let's just add the sulfur over here and stop making that's what she said with jokes. There we go. And now we add our charcoal to make the powder black. That's basically it. And we hit it with a round stone. Explosives, Eerie. Yay, Eerie says. Also, did I see Eerie just chop? Really? Did I see Eerie chop Stumps. Who digs up stumps in this climate? In this economical climate, we don't dig up stumps, but Erie apparently does. Okay, I need that one more tiny ball over here that we put on the ground from the sheep wool. There we go. Then 6 more explosives. Yay! We can go do some booming. Maybe Erie wants to come for good luck. Well, often we ask other people to come along for good luck. So we might as well ask Erie. Shall we blow 2 of them up? Should I take 4? And then we will also take the flint and steel with us. Wanna come blow up a mine? Yes, we like explosives. It's very nice. It says boom. And we like it when it says boom. So what we want to do is blow up the mine that's very close to our smithy. And we ideally want that one to be an iron mine. We can't use it yet because we're kind of not at that point yet, but it's gonna be nice knowing that we got an iron mine. Let's see. Over here we go. Erie's putting it on there, so Erie puts it on there and lights it up. And then it says boom. Ah! There we go. It said boom. Oh my god! Iron mine! Yes! Maybe you can get coal for second one? So basically the thing that comes out, that's what mine it is. So basically it's an iron mine now. So we're going to the second one that's over here. There you go. Go, Erie. You need to light it. So you don't really need to run away, but we have sometimes discussed that we would like... Oh, not bad. We can mine that out. And afterwards, go for a coal. I approve. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave these over here. These explosives. So we know that we got them. And this is basically a limestone. The bear caves are annoying though. Maybe we should blow them up too. How does exploding a bear cave work again? So if I explode the bear cave, let me just double check. So you can put the explosives there, you light it up, you light it, and then it becomes rubble. There's no bear then. Yeah, that's fine. Let's explode. Let's explode the bear caves. We do not want them. Die, bear caves. Badoom. There we go. Yay. So we basically clean up the bear caves now. We get some wood from it, some bud logs. You get a lot of round stones from it. You also get these big stones from it. There's so much in here. And you can already see that there's soil in there. Oh no, this despawns. I thought there was soil in there. I need these rocks anyway. Nice. Okay, so the rest of the bear cave despawns. So our bear caves are gone. We want to get rid of this bear cave too. It's very close. Yeah. Was saying the same thing. We might as well, because we got very lucky with our explosives and stuff. Such, I'll get some more. We'll get rid of all 3 of them. In worst case scenario, just to make more. Oh, I need to water these trees, but we have time for that. Where's my explosives? Here they are. Let's get 3 more explosives and dig those up as well. Let's explode the bear caves. There's another thing you can explode, by the way, and those are quarries. Quarries are these big, rocky hills, they're called in the green biome, and they will give you things like marble and granite. Very nice building materials. I don't think I have one near me, but the quarry can be exploded as well with those explosives. Did I put the flint and steel anywhere, or did Erie take... Oh, I have it with me. I have it in my car. So, let's see. Put this. Blow it up. And then we'll get rid of that one too. And I'm gonna get rid of those 2 as well. because I'm not gonna fight bears here. We can go elsewhere if we ever want to fight bears, so I'm not too worried. I'll put one over here. We blow these up as well. But yeah, we have been talking with the devs, like, we sometimes mention how fun it would be if the explosion would actually injure people who stand too close. But it hasn't been implemented, and we don't know if it ever will. So yeah. I think this was a good lesson on how to blow things up in 2 hours flight. So I hope you guys thought that was useful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. We might continue with the Bessemer stuff, or maybe just making the mines a little prettier. I don't know what the next step is gonna be just yet. You'll see next video. I'll see you then. Bye bye.